इंडिया न्यूज बिजनेस स्टार्टअप कॉन्क्लेव 2023 में
What we are trying to do is build a channel, a platform where we all can connect.
The media is in the end just a medium. We all have a role to play in Team India, and I promise you, you have the biggest role to play in Team India.
It's essential to mention how government policies play a crucial role. Supportive policies have fueled the growth of businesses, especially startups, making it easier for them to thrive and contribute to India's success story.
A very warm welcome. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आज के इस इवेंट में, आज के इस प्रोग्राम में. And what I'm trying to do and what we as a team, we as a company, India News Business, the channel, and ITV network under the able guidance of our founders, what we are trying to do is build a channel, a platform where we all can connect. Basically हम ऐसी चीज़ करना चाह रहे हैं जहाँ पे बिजनेस को मिल करके किया जाए, बढ़ाया जाए, और ये masses के लिए है, लोगों के लिए है. So we are not following the trend. We are not bound by those boundaries. So we are trying to make it comfortable. We are trying to make it more understandable.
The media is in the end just a medium. What are we here to do? We are here to have opportunities on a platform with the lights on and the cameras rolling, sometimes live as we were for the past 3 days, to give everyone here who is doing something interesting an opportunity to become known and be part of Team India's exercise, which is what we represent. I am very clear, and I've been editor of NewsX now for the better part of 6 years. What our role is. Our role is not to sit in the evening and do tamasha for you. तू मैं झगड़ा नौटंकी. If you've ever seen NewsX, आपको पता है NewsX में झगड़ा नौटंकी नहीं होती है. काम की बात करो, आगे बढ़ो. देश की बात करो, आगे बढ़ो. When I was in school, India's steel production was 30 million tons a year. Today it is 130 million tons a year. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a privilege of meeting PM Modi just recently. And this is not a political conversation. You can hold any political hue you want. But where India is going is in a different orbit. Look at the statistic. Our power production has hit 240 gigawatts. It's at a historic record. We are now producing 340 million tons of food, historic record. We produce 300 million tons of cement every year, historic record. Our forex reserve, $606 billion, historic record. Our GST collections at 1,87,000 crores a month, historic record. Every week you are making historic records. Sensex और NSE तो आप track करते ही होंगे. Historic records, जो हो जाए, historic record पे है. एक organic growth का ज़माना होता है और एक exponential growth का ज़माना है, और वो ज़माना आ गया है. धंधा business अब गाली नहीं है. दुकानदारी next unicorn है. Startups are 5% of India's GDP, and the world is changing as it well should.
Let's play out the AV for India News Business, please.
क्या आपको नहीं मिली है फाइनेंशियल आज़ादी? क्या आप होना चाहते हैं पैसों की तंगी से आज़ाद?
हम लेकर आ गए हैं आपके लिए वो जानकारी जो कराती है मुनाफा, बढ़ाती है पूंजी, आपकी भाषा और आपके ही अंदाज में.
शेयर बाजार से लेकर कमोडिटी की दुनिया तक बताएंगे क्रिप्टो के मौके और म्यूचुअल फंड के फंडों के बारे में.
ऑल्टरनेट इन्वेस्टमेंट से इंश्योरेंस तक, टैक्स कैसे बचेगा, पैसा कैसे बनेगा.
एक ऐसा चैनल जो दिलाएगा आपको फाइनेंशियल आज़ादी. इंडिया न्यूज़ बिजनेस, देश का मुनाफा.
I think same within the policy framework is the fundamental for any development of any economy, because the way if you see way the Indian policies have been built up, whether it's the renewable energy policy, whether it's the taxation policy, and whether it's a startup policy, each of these policy frameworks have been developed with significant time and efforts of the honorable Prime Minister and the government And that's why what we see in India is it's not growing, it's growing steadily, consistently, and this growth is going to continue to reach for up to, let's say, 8 to 10 trillion dollar economy by 2030. So I do agree policy framework is one of the most fundamental things that result in growth of any economy.
That for any country, any developing country to become a developed country, a policy framework is necessary. सबसे बड़ा जरूरी चीज है with the policy framework, we stop the whatever that wrongdoings are there in the economy. Those wrongdoings are being stopped by being a reverse policy. Like GST, you have seen that so many people who are in organized sector, they were struggling with the unorganized sector because वहाँ बिजली की चोरी हो रही थी, एक्साइज की चोरी हो रही थी. आज वो रुक गई है, तो आप इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं, जीएसटी का कलेक्शन देख रहे हैं.
Because startup is the new inventions are coming, so there are less competition as compared to the existing business. So startup is necessary for new things, new services, new production. And so I have also started one startup through my son who has just 25, 26.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. क्या आप इस उत्तर से संतुष्ट हैं या एक और सुनना चाहेंगे? एक और आंसर.
अच्छा आंसर था सर, बहुत अच्छा, but still एक और.
Yes, please go ahead.
According to me, if you will have a sort of a market where the biggies of any industry would continue to rule, then there would not be so many innovations. And startups are important because they challenge these biggies. They identify the gaps in the market in terms of products and services. And that's why startups are very, very necessary.
Startups are important for not just for the Indian growth, but for other people as well.
अगर आप एक ऐसे फाउंडर हैं, आपका कोई SaaS प्रोडक्ट है, आपका कोई टेक प्रोडक्ट है, तो आपको लिंक्डइन जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म का ज़रूर इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. वहाँ पे आपके आइडियल कस्टमर्स आपको मिलेंगे. तो आई थिंक प्रेजेंस होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये तो मतलब जब से कोविड आया है, इस बारे में बहुत चर्चा हो रही है कि सोशल मीडिया इज़ द नेक्स्ट, इट्स ऑलरेडी अ बिग थिंग. बट कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म आप चूज़ करते हैं वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई थिंक
व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू टॉक अबाउट इज कि सेल्स आपको कैसे करनी चाहिए, मार्केटिंग आपको कैसे करनी चाहिए. क्योंकि जब आप एक अथॉरिटी बिल्ड करते हो, अथॉरिटी के बाद लोग आप पे विश्वास ज़्यादा करते हैं, वो आप पे ट्रस्ट करते हैं और आपसे फिर वो अपने आप आके पूछते हैं कि यार अच्छा तूने सेल्स के बारे में ये लिखा था, एक काम कर, तू मेरी हेल्प कर सकता है क्या लीड जनरेशन में, B2B में. उस रीज़न की वजह से पीपल स्टार्टेड टू ट्रस्ट अस, रीच आउट टू अस एंड ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्वायर व्हाट वी डू. आज की डेट में विद इन लास्ट 3 years अभी हमारा इस कंपनी में 20-22 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू हो रहा है विदाउट एनी स्पेंड ऑन मार्केटिंग. all free, all organic, just because of the content, just because of the power of compounding, power of networking that we have done.
आपसे अब पूछूंगा ये डिजिटल मीडियम जो है ये कितना बड़ा गेम चेंजर है, ये कितना फ़ायदेमंद हो सकता है स्टार्टअप्स के लिए, एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So, hi everyone. I am Palak. I think both of the fellow panelists have covered everything. But according to me, what stands out for me is कि digital media, number one, after the pandemic has become a major source, right? अब 50-50 हो गया है हर चीज़. Marketing हो, distribution हो, anything that a startup is doing has to be online and offline. But in terms of why do we need to do it? Number one, yes, you'll get the distribution. Number two, when you're just starting out, आपको एक ऐसी reach मिलती है, ऐसा network मिलता है of customers, investors, mentors, even people who want to give feedback. And I think that is something which most people ignore. Because as a growing startup, as an early stage startup, what you need is people who will test out your product or your service, say, this is good, this is bad. That may not happen offline. Most people will not come offline to test out your product. ऑनलाइन में क्या होता है, यू कैन बिल्ड दैट काइंड ऑफ अ नेटवर्क ऑल्सो.
वक्त ही बताएगा. तो पहले मैं अपने 3 खास इन्वेस्टर्स को बुलाना चाहूंगा ऑन द स्टेज, हु आर गोइंग टू बी जजिंग आवर स्टार्टअप्स, हु आर गोइंग टू बी डिसाइडिंग whether they want to fund these startups or not. This is going to be a very exciting segment, so stay tuned for this.
I'm excited to hear new age startup pitches and see whether I would like to invest in them or copy them.
Santosh?
Well, good evening, all of you. I don't know whether I'm excited or not, but then I am definitely very inquisitive. because listening to ideas, as Ankit said, you might land up copying some ideas from them as well. But then most importantly, I believe, you get to learn a lot of things, and I guess that is the most important thing going to such events. So looking forward to listening to some great ideas and learning from them. Thank you so much.
Amit?
Of course, this is a fantastic platform to meet new founders with all the innovative ideas and see if one of them could be one of the future clients whom we could assist them in some sort of investment, because we do all that and I'm an advisor, so my job is to get investment as well, also support startups in their growth. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Sanjay Garg from Arya Eco-Friendly Resources Private Limited. I am the CEO and CTO of this company. Globally, we all know that there is a requirement of 4 trillion metric ton for the uses of water, and out of which 10 billion metric ton is to be used for the drinking purpose, and there is a shortfall of 35%. It means that there's only available water is 6.6 billion metric ton in terms of a global. And we all say that the main problem in this Mother Earth is the water. There's more than 2 billion people who do not have an access of drinking water. The health, 70% issues or the diseases are waterborne diseases, and the plastic bottles and the water treatment through our water wastages and all those things are the major contributor for the environmental issues.
Have you made a decision already?
No, because it sounds very interesting. So there's something which is missing in my portfolio, so I might look at it.
Okay, we already have an interest from one of our investors. Santosh Sharma, founder BookMyJet, has said that he has a gap in his portfolio. Perhaps he's going to be looking at this company very, very closely. So that's a big commitment. आज के India News Business Startup Conclave में पहला interesting commitment हुआ है from our investor for our first startup. Other two, no comments.
Namaste, good evening. I am Tanvi, the co-founder of myways.ai. हम टेक बना रहे हैं to enable the new India to become more digital and optimize, save their manual efforts that each and every business spends on hiring. So we have built a recruitment operating system to help you automate the effort that every company spends in hiring new resources.
Tanvi, is the round over with the RTF, real time? Is the round over with them?
Yeah, we have raised the last round from them itself.
So it's not open through them, right? Because I invest normally through RTF. So I was very happy to see this. Amit Bhai is there.
Okay.
So if it's open, then I'll be more than happy to put in money, because RTF
yeah,
is
so in the coming round, we are hoping to open another round through them. The previous round is over, it's closed.
Great. And by the way, you are getting a good competitor from Bombay. There's one company coming in Bombay by Ashish Tiwari. You'll get to know very fast.
Awesome,
so
happy to.
Yeah, thank
so, yeah.
Okay. एक और सवाल और फिर मैं
current
समाप्त करना चाहूँगा.
MRR?
Monthly, we are clocking about 12 to 15 lakh a month.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you very much for being with us. बहुत शुक्रिया. Commitment अब तक कोई करना चाहेगा? कोई कुछ?
I told if it is open through RTF, I'll do that, because normally I do it through real-time angel funds. So
Yeah, it's a fantastic model. I think we can connect with her later. Yeah.
A big problem, good solution. Definitely would like to connect later.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Afternoon. My name is Kirti. I'm the founder of this company called Leadersu Labs. We've been hearing about a $5 trillion economy and a $10 trillion economy. How nice would it be if it was carbon neutral? The entire economy was carbon neutral when we reach there, and that's where our problem begins. Next slide, please. I can use this. Thank you. So there are multiple problem statements when it comes to understanding what the carbon footprint of a company is, and there's a lot of evolution happening in the industrial policy landscape as we speak.
Okay.
And your run rate is current run rate is, I think, recent company. What's your run rate?
We haven't made any revenues yet. We've done the first pre-POC and we are looking at making revenue in the near future.
Right.
Thanks.
संतोष, आपने तो निराश कर दिया. हमें लग रहा था पूरी 100% strike rate रहेगी आपकी. मगर any pitch, any feedback, any commitment?
I think his timing is absolutely right for the market, and investment should definitely come in. I think so, but the only thing which I feel is his run rate is as of now is nil, but he'll come to that.
A very hard sell.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Narendra. I am the founder of EV A to Z. We are an EV as a service startup. We started our operation in Delhi NCR in March 2023. And why I started? Because I hate air pollution, and currently 66% of the total two-wheelers that are on the road, those vehicles are for last mile delivery purpose. So my vision is to electrify the whole last mile connectivity.
कोई interest, कोई commitment?
So Narendra, we just did a transaction for Zingo, so I'll connect you there. वहाँ पे देखते हैं because the same investor in the same field, last mile logistic.
चलिए एक इशारा देंगे आप उनको. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
So hi everyone, I'm Saurabh.
And I am Pankaj.
So we are the co-founders of Mavix.ai. We are building Mavi, your personal AI executive assistant.
On web there are so many players out there, but I'm spending most of my time on smartphone. I need something of like this on my smartphone.
Right.
And this is where we can help with our keyboard. So if you're open for strategic integration of your assistants into our keyboard, then we can do a strategic investment 100,000 USD. But I would want 10%.
100,000.
जवाब? Tick 1.
And you have to say yes or no right away.
Tick 3. He wants an answer right away.
I think we can go like mobile native using your keyboard integration. That can be a great way to enter mobile phones. Maybe yes.
बहुत बड़ी बात है ये. तालियां हो जाएं. यहीं इसी मंच पे आज इंडिया न्यूज़ बिजनेस स्टार्टअप कॉन्क्लेव पे
मुझे लगा था नेगोशिएट करोगे, अच्छी बात.
नहीं नेगोशिएट नहीं करना. Maybe नहीं it's over now. कितना आप डाल रहे हैं for 10%?
100K USD for 10%.
Fantastic. तालियां हो जाएं इस बात पे.
The problem and the solution that I'm presenting to you is absolutely contemporary and the need of the hour. Purocol basically is a solution for the problem that we are facing in NCR, which is the air pollution problem. And it is simultaneously a solution for the greenhouse gas emission, for which we just had a COP28.
अगर आपका कोई
He'd like to connect with you after. Okay, he's going to connect with you after. बहुत बड़ी बात है. कुछ और कहना
So we
चाहेंगे?
connect based on the discussions. हम connect करेंगे, and because we know someone in हमने पहले भी इस तरह की funding कराई है. So from NTPC we can connect, so we can look at that. मुझे लगता है उनके लिए एक better opportunity है. Because you mentioned all industry agnostic है. This is industry agnostic.
Yes. सैलून टाइम नाम से ही आपको लग रहा होगा ये एक ब्यूटी होम सर्विसेज की एप्लीकेशन है. हम लोग ब्यूटी होम सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं एट योर डोर स्टेप. करंटली वी हैव मोर देन 10,000 एक्टिव कस्टमर्स इन फ्यू मंथ्स.
कितने पैसे बना रहे हो महीने के? वो सिंपल सवाल पूछा.
नहीं बताना चाहोगे तो ठीक है.
ब्लैक मनी तो नहीं है ना?
पैसे बनाना लाइक हम 15 लाख का भी बिजनेस कर रहे हैं.
15 लाख का रेवेन्यू है, टॉप लाइन है.
35 तक हमें बच जाता है. 35%.
35% एबिटा पॉजिटिव.
यस.
ठीक है.
तो पॉजिटिव है. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट वैसे पैसे नहीं बना रहे हैं. वो ये कह रहे हैं कि मैं इतना रेवेन्यू कर लेता हूँ, उसमें जीपी होगा. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट इतना बनता है, लेकिन अभी मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट की वजह से मेकिंग मनी आएगा.
ठीक है. संतोष is not satisfied. अंकित कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? अमित कुछ कहना चाहेंगे या फिर?
I think you need mentorship because it is definitely a big market, good market. That's why urban company is doing it. But you need to think of how to penetrate it while there is an incumbent sitting out there.
Okay.
You need a good mentor to crack that strategy.
Just before this session, we were having a session with Palak. There was another lady, I forgot her name. उन्होंने एक चीज़ मेंशन शायद नहीं किया किसी ने, but most of the startup I guess they are very scared, or I don't know for what matter, I don't know, but they don't have a mentor on board. आपके पास you keep running after investor, but you should have at least one mentor on board to at least lead you.
Hello everyone, it's good to be here. India is doing really well with a strong economy, cool new tech, with lots of exciting startups. You've probably heard about Bollywood movies, yummy Indian food, making waves, Indian single malts, all of that, which has been the talk of the town lately. But as we cheer for these successes, it's essential to mention how government policies play a crucial role. Supportive policies have fueled the growth of businesses, especially startups, making it easier for them to thrive and contribute to India's success story. From tax incentives to streamlined regulations, these policies have been very instrumental. Ease of doing business, all these factors have made business easier. As we enjoy the journey, it's equally important to ensure these policies promote fairness, inclusivity, and environmental responsibility. Let's aim for a balance where everyone benefits and our growth is sustainable. In a nutshell, India's doing great, and thanks to supportive government policies, let's work towards a future that's prosperous for all.
तालियों से इनका अभिनंदन किया जाए। जोश हाय रखें और तालियों की गूंज रुकनी नहीं चाहिए। तालियों से इनका अभिनंदन किया जाए। जोश हाय रखें और तालियों की गूंज रुकनी नहीं चाहिए। तालियों से इनका अभिनंदन किया जाए। जोश हाय रखें और तालियों की गूंज रुकनी नहीं चाहिए। तालियों से इनका अभिनंदन किया जाए।
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much, my team, India News Business. Thank you so much. बहुत सारे लोग जिन्होंने मदद करी, एक एक करके मैं सबके नाम लूँगा तो बहुत लंबी लिस्ट हो जाएगी, तो सुबह हो जाएगी। लेकिन एक बार फिर मेरी तरफ से और मेरी टीम की तरफ से आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारे साथ में जुड़ने के लिए। इंडिया न्यूज़ बिजनेस कोशिश करेगा इस तरीके की चीज़ें और करती जाए। अलग अलग शहरों में हम लेकर के आएंगे इस इवेंट को और इससे और बेहतर चीज़ें करने के। जो गलतियां हुई होंगी माफ़ कीजिएगा और ज़रूर बताइएगा कि क्या फीडबैक है, किस तरीके से हम इसको और बेहतर बना सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।